friends! Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I never say that, but you know, I'm gonna say it today. Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Lauren. I have lost 70 pounds on a ketogenic diet since January 29th of 2018 of this year. I am in a different location. Typically, I sit in my living room in front of the window. I have switched it up and I'm in Ella's room today, my daughter's room, and I'm filming in here because my neighbor is right out front of my front window and I don't want him to think I'm crazy. So, too late. Here I am, and the most commonly asked question that I receive here on the internet is keto, like basically what I eat in a day, which I have a million of those videos, so make sure you check them out down below. And another question that I receive constantly is keto sustainable? And I am here to tell you all the ways I believe that keto may or may not be sustainable for long-term weight loss goals. So I will give you a little bit of my personal experience on the ketogenic diet. I will give you a little bit of an experience of a friend of mine on the ketogenic diet, things that I've experienced, things that I find easy, that I find hard, and ways that I maintain this lifestyle that I am on or currently dealing with weight loss, all of the things. I am was a morbidly, now I'm just regular obese. Now I'm just regular obese. Regular obese, okay. Well, I was formerly a morbidly obese woman. I suffer from polycystic ovarian syndrome. I say suffer lightly because there's far worse things in the world, but it's just annoying. Something that I deal with and something that I found keto has helped me with, which I also have a video on. Link will be down below. I have found keto to be the most sustainable way of eating for me personally in all of my years of trying to lose weight. This is the way I have found that has really genuinely worked for me. I think people have a hard time really thinking that keto is sustainable because, oh, when you eat carbs, do you gain all your weight back? I don't gain it all back. I gain some. I do, because my body is holding on to water, which carbs hold on to. But overall, I find keto is super sustainable for me. It's something that I always what's the word? I go back to. It's honestly, it's my tried and true. It's what I know works for me. It's what makes me feel my best. And I have been doing this now for almost a year and I've had great success. And I've had some couple of slip-ups, a lot of slip-ups. I've done a lot of slipping and I've done a lot of falling and I've done a lot of going off of keto and going on keto. So I feel like I'm here to tell you from someone who has done keto, both strict and for long periods of time, and then off and on, off and on, off and on. So basically, when I first started this way of eating, which was in January 29th of this year, I did not have a single cheat meal. I did lazy keto for those of you who are new here. Lazy keto is basically where you do not track your macros and you just kind of keep track of your net carbs. A net carb is dietary fiber subtracted from a total carbohydrate, and if you have sugar alcohols present also on the label, you subtract them as well, and that will give you a net carb. That is how I started keto, that is how I have done keto, and that is how I will continue to do keto for the foreseeable future. It has worked best for me. I don't track my calories. Really, you should be on a calorie deficit if you're trying to lose weight, but I have found just doing my net carbs and being a little bit more mindful of my portion control, I haven't had to really count calories, which has been really, really nice. I started this thing balls to the wall. I know that's a really like interesting saying, but I started this thing going balls to the wall. I did not have a single cheat day for 7 weeks. I was petrified to eat carbs after 7 weeks because I knew it was going to make me feel bad. I was going to feel terrible. Turns out I needed a carbohydrate meal feast to actually break me of a little mini weight loss stall that I was experiencing at the time. I had one cheat meal. I did not feel bad. I got right back on keto and I continued to lose weight. I lost a consecutive 50 pounds in 16 weeks in a very short amount of time, up until my grandmother suddenly had a slip and fall accident where she fell and broke multiple ribs, and she ended up passing away in the same week that she fell, and that was so difficult for me and my family, and that is where the slippery slope of keto has kind of crept into my life. That's when I like turned to food again for my happiness, for my sadness, for my feelings, and I ate terrible for the first 2 weeks after she was gone, and then I was like, I'm so sick of this. I gained about 8 or 9 pounds and I wanted to go back onto keto. Went back onto keto, and I find every single time I slip up for a week, 2 weeks, a month, anytime I go back onto keto, I lose the weight that I gained pretty much immediately. So is keto sustainable? 1000%. Do you gain weight when you eat carbs after doing keto? 1000%. Absolutely you do. And you can gain them rather quickly. I don't know if it's you're actually gaining weight or if you're putting on water weight from the carbs holding onto water, but I absolutely do gain weight when I go off of keto, and relatively quickly. Like over the weekend, I had family in town from another country and we had some German treats and I put on 4 pounds. I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is, and I know it's water. I know it's water because I got on the scale this morning after putting down the carbs last night, and I'm down 3 of those 4 pounds. So I truly want people to understand with this way of eating, it's not something that you have to, it's, how do I say this without triggering someone, because I tend to trigger people. Overall, I just want people to understand like my weight loss story, what has worked for me, what could possibly work for you, and do I plan on doing it long term? Because I truly believe that going low carb and low sugar is something that a lot of people should do anyways, because sugar is not good for you. It's really not, and it's especially not good for me, someone who suffers with polycystic ovarian syndrome. Sugar is so bad for me. It makes me gain a ton of weight. I feel terrible when I eat too much of it, and overall it's just not something that I want to be eating on the daily. And keto has healed me. Am I making sense? Probably not. Probably not. I truly think that you can eat this way forever. I really do believe that. I haven't eaten this way forever, but I do have a friend of mine, Amanda Keto Ginger, which you guys have seen on my channel 1,000 times. She has her own channel as well, which I will leave linked below. She's incredible. She is now in maintenance mode, has lost well over 100 pounds in a very short amount of time, over a year's span, almost a year and a half now. She continues to eat this way. Like, we go off and on all the time, but like overall I am keto. Like, I more often than not choose lower carb meals, snacks, foods over carbohydrate filled foods, unless I'm going through a difficult time or I'm just having a bad day or I'm having a bad week or whatever, which is not an excuse. But I have found I've been able to go off and on keto several times and still maintain the 70 pounds that I have lost in the first, I lost that 70 pounds in like the first 6 months, honestly. And if I would have continued on the path that I was on prior to losing so many loved ones, I think I'd probably be easily down over 100 pounds. I have lost over 100 pounds in the last couple of years, not just from keto, but just from changing the way I was eating, and I was exercising prior to keto. But I have found keto has been the most convenient and easy way for me to maintain a weight loss and to feel my best. So I'm going to just kind of give you the roundabouts of what I do for keto and basically what I eat. Throughout this week, I'm going to be doing a meal plan with you by myself. Hold on. Overall, I've done several videos on this channel talking about how I started keto, how I eat, what I do, all of those things. Kind of just want to have it all in this one little condensed video if you're new here, so that you can kind of get a general idea on how I am in my journey, where I'm going, moving forward, how keto works for me, how it's worked for me, and basically what happens to me when I cheat, and do I plan on doing this long term. I truly believe that I will probably eat this way forever. I'm going to be, like I said, throughout the week doing a meal plan with you guys. I'm going to be grocery shopping with you, showing you some of my favorite foods. I'm going to be making some of my favorite meals, and really just reeling in my eating all together and just making better choices. I really love eating this way. Like, I truly do. I truly feel my best self on keto. Everybody always asks me, like, how do I start? What do I do? How do I start? You just do. I just started. I did a few days of research. I think Reddit's a really good resource. YouTube obviously is a really great resource. And do a few days of research. Don't over research, because that's really easy to fall down a rabbit hole of I can never eat anything ever again. And that's just simply not the case. There's so many easy recipes. There's so many really satisfying foods that you can eat on keto. There's so many different types of ways of eating this way. I do lazy keto, so I only count net carbs. There's people who do strict keto who count all carbs. There's people who don't even do keto and they just eat low carb, or Atkins, high protein keto. There's so many different things that could work for you, and I'm not here to say which way works the best. I just know which way works best for me, and that is lazy keto. I found I can eat pretty much all the meals I want except for bread and all of those other carby foods, like no rice, no pasta, stuff like that, which sucks in the beginning, but honestly you so get used to it, and there's so many different keto friendly options that make you feel like you're having stuff that's terrible for you, and it's not. So I think this is just going to be like one of those generalized videos where I just want to tell you a little bit about my story, a little bit about me. So I've had an influx of a huge amount of people in a very short amount of time. People who have not been here with me since the beginning, people who have not seen all my latest videos, who don't know my story. I am a special needs mom. I am a working mom. I am a wife, a homemaker. I am all of those things. I am also someone who struggled with anxiety, and I've had a very difficult time losing weight, and I have been overweight or obese my entire life. So I've tried every diet. I've gone the almost surgery route to fix myself surgically to lose weight, and keto has basically saved me. It's saved me from having surgery. It's saved me from anxiety constantly. It's saved me from a lot of things, and it's so frustrating to me when people think it's not sustainable or that it's a fad diet. I don't truly believe it's a fad diet. I think it's super popular right now, obviously, because people are seeing great results and people want great results, but keto also doesn't work for everyone. So I feel like that's something that you should have. That's a disclaimer you should hear before you start any way of eating, that it doesn't work for every single person. It's just worked for me personally, and I'm so grateful. But it's not hard. It's not as hard as people make it out to be, and it can truly be pretty incredible. When you're running on fat for fuel, I mean, you feel amazing. It's a stellar feeling. So I just kind of want to come on here and tell you happy Monday. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you're hanging out with me. I have had a series of events that have happened in the last few months where I have gained and lost the same 10 pounds for the same like 3 or 4 months. And that's okay. I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. And it took me forever to be okay with it. But it's life. It's life. And I enjoy, sometimes I enjoy too much, and then I get right back on, and I'm able to lose the weight even more fast than I gain it. So it is 1000% sustainable, especially for me, and I just want to give you guys hope to keep going. I know a lot of you have had struggles and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not losing weight, what's happening? I don't know what's happening to you personally because I'm not a doctor, but I can say stick it out and take a look at what you're eating, and some things may not work for you personally. Maybe you can't have too much dairy, maybe you're not getting enough protein, maybe you're eating too much protein. There's different ways that it could affect you, but don't overanalyze and don't obsess over it, and just enjoy your life. Enjoy your life eating this way, because it definitely is a way of eating, and it's something that I plan on doing for the foreseeable future. So I just kind of want to put that out in the universe. This week I'm going to be hitting you with a meal plan, the dinners I plan on eating. We're going to do an inventory of my fridge and my freezer tomorrow. We're going to go grocery shopping. We're going to do all of those things this week in preparation for Thanksgiving. I do not plan on staying on keto on Thanksgiving Day. I know, but I just don't see the point for me. I live this way. It's my life. I can go off a day, I can go off a couple days, I can get right back on, and I can still be proud of the progress that I have made along the way. And I hope that's the same for you, whether it be 5 pounds or 50 pounds. You should celebrate every loss, you should celebrate every victory, and celebrate your life, okay? Okay. Ow, that got super weird. But I didn't want to go all day or today without putting out something for you guys, because I've had so many new people asking me so many questions like, how much weight have you lost, and how did you do it, and do you think you can do keto forever? I absolutely do think I can do keto forever. I've lost 70 pounds and I feel fantastic most days. Some days are hard, but most days I feel amazing, and I hope you can find the same thing for you. So if you want to stick around on this channel and hang out with me and see my daily life and see me as a mom and see me as a working mom and see what I eat and all of those things, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the notification bell, and become a part of our family, become a friend. Hang out with us. We talk about a lot of things here. Nothing's off limits here, and we just We spill the real tea here, sis. We talk about everything, and we talk about our failures and our successes, and we build each other up. If somebody's down, we build them up. That's what we do here, and I hope that you guys really, truly are kind to yourselves in this journey of weight loss and in life, and just enjoy every second and do your very best every single day, because small, consistent choices lead to great results, okay? Never ever forget that. So this is just what I wanted to hit you with today. A little bit on my feelings if keto is sustainable. I absolutely believe it's truly sustainable, and I will be showing you why throughout the week. So make sure you guys stick around and you can hang out and you can see how I do this keto thing. So until my next video, make sure you guys do all the things. Subscribe, watch my latest ones, watch old ones, catch up, and we'll see you soon.